I bought NEO at $52 per share in January 2021 because a guy in a Facebook group named EV Warriors posted screenshots of his $400,000 profit and wrote, "EVs are the future. Get in or get left behind." I was 37 years old, a carpet cleaner with a bad shoulder, and a 2008 Chrysler Town & Country that had a hose reel bolted to the floor where the back seats used to be. My savings account held $28,000, money I had saved over 8 years of scrubbing red wine out of beige carpets, dog vomit out of wool rugs, and coffee stains out of office break rooms. I put $26,000 into NEO at $52, buying 500 shares on a Tuesday morning while sitting in a client's driveway. The client was an elderly man named Harold who lived alone in a ranch house with a golden retriever that shed constantly. I was waiting for my extractor to heat up. I placed the order on my phone, then walked inside and spent 3 hours removing a decade of dirt from Harold's beige bedrooms. The stock climbed to $55. I didn't sell. It climbed to $60. I told my wife we were going to retire early, maybe buy a small house near the coast. She asked what stock. I said NEO, a Chinese electric vehicle company. She asked if I had researched it. I said the Facebook group did. She sighed. That sigh echoed in my chest for weeks. Then the Chinese government started cracking down on private companies. NEO dropped to $50. I called my wife from Harold's driveway. I said, "It's a dip. I'm buying more." She said, "Please don't." I bought 50 more shares at $50. I told myself I was averaging down. I was digging a deeper hole. The CEO started canceling public appearances. Earnings reports came late. Supply chain problems hit. The stock dropped to $40. I held. To $30. I held. I stopped telling my wife the balance. I cleaned carpets mechanically, running the wand over floors without seeing the stain. To $18. I sold at $17.50, waking up at 3 a.m. and placing a market order on my phone in the dark. The bathroom light was off. The screen burned my eyes. I lost $17,000. I had $9,000 left in savings. I sat in Harold's dining room the next week, cleaning a red wine spill from his dinner party. He asked how the stock was doing. I told him I sold. He nodded, picking up his retriever's slobbery toy. He said, "At least you didn't lose everything." He was right. I still had $9,000, a carpet cleaning van, and a wife who didn't say "I told you so." She just made me coffee in the morning and left it on the counter. I still clean Harold's carpets. He still spills wine. The Chrysler still has the hose reel. But now when I finish a job, Harold invites me to sit on his porch. He offers me a Coke. He asks about my wife. He talks about his late wife. He never asks about stocks. Last week, I asked him for investment advice. He pointed to his shed. I buy canned goods when they're on sale. Beans, tomatoes, corn. The return is 0%, but I've never lost a penny. I bought 50 cans of black beans at the grocery store. They sit in my pantry. They don't go up. They don't go down. They just wait. I'm not a normal person. A normal person would have sold at $55, taken the profit, and never looked back. I chased a Chinese CEO who vanished into thin air, and I ended up learning about being inventory from an 80-year-old man. Watch the next story while you're still not normal.